Hi, this is Daniel from Bytesafe. Let's look at how to use npm and Bytesafe using a few simple steps. As always, there are a few things you need to know to get everything to work, but you'll learn that in this video. First, we need to create a private npm firewall in Bytesafe. Just make sure to select the npm package manager and then add a name. We'll call this firewall npm firewall. And click here to add an upstream. We'll use the most common one, being the npm JS, and that already exists here in the list as public registry. And then click Add Upstream. The upstream has been added to the registry, and as expected, there are no packages yet. To make sure that a local cache is not used during installation, we'll run this command. The rest of the information that you need to install a package exists here in the More Info slide over. Just click on it, and then you can copy paste information from the slide over. So first thing that I'll do here is to log into this Bytesafe registry. And what this does is store an authentication token in the npm configuration file called npmrc. The username is Bytesafe, and then we have this temporary password. We'll add that, and the email address. I successfully logged into Bytesafe, and what's next here is we'll look at the npmrc file. Make sure that you have always auth equals true in this file. This will ensure that authentication works properly. And we also see that this row example Bytesafe dev here has been added with an authentication token and our npm firewall there. So everything looks right here. So next step is to install a package from Bytesafe. As we have npm.js as an upstream, we can install any package from the npm.js. We'll be installing Lodash, which is a popular npm package, and we'll install the previous version, 4.17.20. In the slide over, you have the necessary information. In my example or demonstration, I'm using npm, but Bytesafe also supports yarn and pnpm. Install, and then I'll type Lodash 4.17.20. I see that example Bytesafe dev is being used, which is what I would expect. If I go to Bytesafe, I see that this package has been added and that this version actually has vulnerabilities. I can click on these to read more, but we won't cover that right now. And next step here is just to inform you that when a package is added to Bytesafe, it's scanned for vulnerabilities, as you can see here, and also to detect licenses. So Bytesafe scans through all possible files and lists all licenses here. If there are any configured policies, these will be enforced as well. All dependencies, both direct and indirect dependencies, are added during the installation. And as a last thing in this video, we'll look in the Bytesafe documentation. If we search for npm and go to this page, we can read more information on how to also use Bytesafe as a default npm registry. By executing this command, we will add Bytesafe as the default registry, which means that during installation, as we saw here previously, I explicitly added what registry should be used. But if you want to avoid that and use Bytesafe for all package installations, which you should, then you should add Bytesafe as the default npm registry. That's it. Get started and add your npm packages to Bytesafe.